Niger is one of the poorest countries in the world, and for survival, its population depends on farming millet and sorghum and breeding livestock. In this Sahelian country, drought is the enemy, and its people have to fight it every day. The underground water is often over 30 metres deep. Traditionally, it is the women who draw the water with their bare hands. Each day, they fetch tens of litres needed for their household. It is back-breaking work. On the other hand, men are responsible for collecting water for the livestock. The donkeys used to carry out this work belong to them exclusively. Niger is also the country with the largest number of Demetra Clubs. Self-organised groups of men and women meet regularly to discuss and find solutions to the challenges they face in their daily lives. Developed by FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, this approach has enabled many communities to mobilise and improve their living conditions over the years. In Gada, a village in the south, 6 Demetra clubs have been active for several years. 3 clubs are for women only, 1 for men, and 2 others for youth. Club members meet regularly to identify their problems and take action to solve them. These days, the clubs of Gada have chosen to tackle the issue of access to water. Today, after their discussion, the women decided to ask for permission to use the donkeys. It's a step towards reducing their work burden. A few days later, the Demetra clubs all gather in the village assembly, which is chaired by the traditional chief. Thanks to the Demetra clubs, women speak up in public to voice their opinions and are gaining confidence in doing so. This public debate ended with all the villagers agreeing to make donkeys also available to women. "10 kilometres away, it looks almost like a mirage in this desert. In the village of Bani Zumbu, women have managed to set up their own vegetable garden. Since organising their own Demetra clubs, women here have obtained a 99-year lease contract from local landowners after a process that took several months. They became the first women's group in the region with legal and secure access to land. This success has led several other partners to engage in the process. The Ministry for Water Resources has approved the use of a well. An American foundation has installed a drip irrigation system, and the International Crops Research Institute, ICRISAT, has provided its expertise. This vegetable garden of almost 3 hectares has made it possible to diversify the community's food supply and nutrition. It produces onions, moringa, melons, courgettes, and tomatoes. It also has a positive impact on the socio-economic life of the entire community. These changes affect the lives of the households. The Demetra Club's approach is supported by the local authorities.
Les femmes du Niger maintenant participent à toute la vie socio-économique et politique du pays. Et c'est une très bonne chose. Parce qu'elles sont majoritaires. Hein? Donc nous les hommes, il ne faut pas vraiment qu'on abuse. Elles sont plus de 52%.
The Demetra Clubs' approach is also supported by the highest state authorities, including the High Commission for the 3N initiative, Nigerians Nourish Nigerians.
C'est les paysans eux-mêmes, de par leurs bonnes pratiques, qui doivent servir de modèle pour d'autres paysans. Et en cela, ce système de clubs d'écoute constitue un bon canal de communication.
The experiences coming from the Demetra Clubs are then broadcast and shared through the community radio stations, triggering debates that benefit other villages in return. Today there are over 1,300 Demetra Clubs in sub-Saharan Africa. Thanks to the clubs set up by FAO, rural communities, especially women, get organised, make their voices heard and take control of their own lives.